Hey, you know what it is. Turn up, go grab your favorite beverage, get ready for another episode of the Kickback with Stacks. I'm your host, Reggie Stacks. Tonight, we have special guests, the cast members from Broken, Gypsy Production. So what we're going to do first, we're going to let the cast members that's here, we're going to let them introduce themselves one by one. We're going to start with you, bud, at the end.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Porter.
Talking to the mic.
Talking to the mic. Good evening, everyone. Is it on?
It is on.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Porter.
Tanya Beard.
Chris Brunson.
And I am Gypsy Blake.
Okay, there you have it. The cast from Broken Part 2. If you haven't seen the first play, make sure you go out and check out the second play. Broken 2, November 10th, is at the 14th Street Playhouse here in Atlanta, Georgia. Make sure you go check that out. Support your black entrepreneurs. So Gypsy, tell me about this play. What's going to be different from this play than the first play?
Well, okay. The first one, I looked at it. It was kind of musical. And I was like...
it was still a good play.
It was still a good play, but I was like, I want it to be a little bit more focused on what happens with the family and not so musical, because,
right.
We don't break out in song every time we do something.
Tyler Perry.
I know, right? but really, I wanted to focus more on the family, and so what we did is we went back and we looked at it and we revamped it. There were a series of monologues before, which was good, but it was like the cast members were interacting with only the audience and not with each other. But in a way, that is how grief is. A lot of people interact with just themselves, basically.
So
that's
is
what
the concept the same? It's going to be about
concept is the same.
About the broken family, the problems that different families, different individuals go through, and how they handle grief and hardships.
Yes. We did change it a little bit where we have a minister come and talk to them.
Okay.
And we actually have a real minister.
A real minister?
Yes. Chris Brunson here is an elder.
Okay.
And he also leads a gospel group called Anointed. And I was talking over with another director, and I was saying, I really want to do more of our own stuff and have like original music.
Okay.
Well, it just so happens that this person writes music also, but they were like, well, let me reach out to somebody else.
So it's going to be more of a gospel play or more religious than just a regular everyday play?
It's an everyday play, but it has...
So it's going to be catered to everybody, the family,
caters to everybody.
Kids, the boys and everybody.
It caters to everybody because the whole thing is like you can have a relationship with God and not be overly religious.
Okay.
It's not about religion. It's about
you're not trying to convert people. Okay.
No. The thing is, I don't do the converting anyway. God does the conversion.
True.
Amen. So, when we talked to Chris, it was ironic. He and I didn't realize we knew each other.
Okay.
We knew each other from, what was it, about 8 years ago?
8 years ago.
8 years ago. We met 8 years ago. And at that time, he'll tell you about what happened with Broken because we just happened to have the same title.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't release this track, though.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay, before we get to more into the interview, why don't you go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at, where they can pick up tickets at, tickets at the door. Go ahead, give them all the information they need.
Okay, the tickets are on the 14th Street Playhouse website. It's 14, the number 14, ST. What is it? It's 14THST Playhouse.org. And you can actually hit the link through us at Gypsy Prod, GIPSEEPROD.com. And you can go there, and the tickets are $25, but if you buy 10 or more, they drop down to $17.50 a piece. That does include the Playhouse's fees. They have taxes and fees, so we built all of that in so that nobody gets a odd surprise at the door that they're like thinking they're paying $25 and it winds up being like $30. And so we wanted to, so we worked with the Playhouse so that what you pay, you pay is what you see on the ticket is what you pay. We do have 2 shows. One is at 2:30. That's the 2:30 matinee, and then we have a 7:30 show. On the 9th, we have a cast party, and it's $5. And what you would do is
where's that going to be at?
That's going to be at at Cafe 290 in Sandy Springs.
Okay. On
And
Roswell Road.
It's off Roswell Road on Hildebrand. It's 290 Hildebrand Road
Okay.
in Sandy Springs, Georgia, 30328. And you'll get appetizers because we're actually providing appetizers, and it's a cash bar though.
Okay.
I'm not gonna help you drink.
Drinks not free. If you want to drink, make sure you bring your money.
To bring your money if you want to drink. So I help you eat, and then they have an extensive menu and wine list as well. So
Okay.
John is going to have specials. John Scatina is the owner of Cafe 290, who's graciously opened up the doors for us. And you know, they're a premier Atlanta spot for jazz, both contemporary and you know, regular jazz. They're well known. They were one of only 3 places in the United States that helped debut the jazz postage stamps. So this is a great spot. You guys will come and meet and greet. The entire cast will be there. Like I said, you'll be able to get hors d'oeuvres. Appetizers are going to be there, and then they have a live band on Friday nights. He always brings in both nationally and internationally known artists, so you're bound to see somebody great.
Okay. So, as you was getting into Chris, you was going to let Chris tell
Yes,
us.
Chris tells about how he got involved with Broken and how the collaboration created this great event.
So Chris, are you playing the minister in the show, or what's your role in the show?
I'm actually playing myself.
You playing yourself?
That's not hard to do.
Reality. So it's reality. To play
Yes. Yes, sir. But I'm very excited about being the minister in the play. It's always rewarding to be able to have an opportunity to have an experience to speak life to people, be it in everyday or be it even through the vehicle of drama. And I'm very excited about working with Gypsy. As she said, we met each other a few years ago and didn't realize it until after we had our first phone conversation. And actually, she remembered it first. The song that God had gave me for the play was written actually in 2006.
Okay.
And it would actually be officially released the day of the play.
Okay.
So you would not only get a chance to hear
debut of the song.
Yes,
Okay.
actually 2 of the songs will be debuted, as well as a 3rd song that's already out entitled Breakthrough.
So are you a gospel singer or gospel musician?
Yes, sir. Gospel
Next
singer.
Kurt Franklin.
Hey, I'm the next Chris Brunson.
Y'all here to hear live on the Big What's Up show.
That's right.
And what's so funny is I have his very first CD.
Right.
I have his first CD.
Okay.
I was like, when the gentleman that reintroduced us said, did you get the email that I forwarded you? And he forwarded an email from Chris. I was like, is that the Chris Brunson? Chris Brunson, the real Chris Brunson? He was like, yeah, you know him? I know his work. And so it was really humbling and exciting to be able to work with somebody that, you know, that I've watched from afar before. So this is really a great opportunity, and the song really ministers to people, and it speaks to everything the play is about. And what's so funny is it wasn't like it was written for this by us. It was written by God.
Oh my God.
Before the play was written, before we even thought about it. And he said that he was going to release it a few times, but
Could never released it. It had to be the right time.
Okay. So maybe this is the right time. So does the song like really pertains to the play without
It does.
Relates completely to the play?
It literally sums the play up from beginning to end in song.
Okay. So Gypsy, I see that you have a lot of new cast members. Do you have some of the same old cast members as well?
I do.
Or a lot of your cast members?
No, I have most of the cast members are the same old cast members.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have Christy Butler as Keisha. John Wesley is still playing Chuck. Bethany Wright is Maya. Quintavious Farms is still our little Keyshawn. He's the only teenager in the show.
Okay.
Tamika Shannon is still playing Patience. Victoria Webster is playing Faith. And of course, Smokey is still. Hi, Smokey.
Hey, Smoke. Mad you're not here, Smokey.
I know.
We're gonna talk about that later off air, though.
Jamel Howard does it. Y'all are so funny. Jamel Howard does a cameo as Omar still, so he's still lending his talents to us. Mike Jones does a cameo as Rico. And we have an introduction of Gifty Palos. We just call her the voice of Broken.
Okay.
And she's a fantastic singer. When we introduce to some and reintroduce to others, Carrie Shaw, she's an actress, model, and singer from Atlanta. And Isaac Serrano, you've probably seen him on The Game and on Fast and Furious 5, and he's going to be in here as well. He should be here shortly, so you can meet him. And Tanya Beard, we introduced her at least on our set, but we found out when we were looking at her paperwork that you probably know Tanya best as a gospel recording artist, as a background singer for the likes of Donnie McClurkin and Hezekiah Walker. Tamika Shannon, you probably know her from Between Women. It's a fantastic webisode that has now just been picked up for network TV.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's about women.
Women, okay. That's probably why. So, Juice, I'm going to ask you a question that probably you heard over and over, and probably everybody else want to know. So I'm going to ask you, when are you going to take this show on the road, take it nationally, and get national acclaim, and have your name in big lights, and I get back and say, oh, you know what? I knew her way back when.
Well, the one thing is about promotions. I mean, I know you know that we promote hard, we stomp hard, especially around here. So to get it on the road, we have to have a promoter in that town that's willing to bring us there and help us pay to get our equipment there, because it's very expensive to cart around our stuff. Like, we keep our stuff in a storage unit here in Atlanta, but to get it to the
so why don't you start regional first, like do the Atlanta circuit?
We've been looking around
statewide, and then just branch out from there. We've
been looking around. We actually went to Columbus and looked at some venues and stuff. Again, it's about promotions though, because you've got to get your name out there, and we do have some affiliates in other areas that want to bring us there, but all of us work day jobs.
Okay.
We all work day jobs, and until this can pay for itself, it's really hard to go on the road, because we have to put a lot of money out front.
Right.
To be honest, it costs a lot to put money out front, and you don't always make money. But if you're in it to make money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. It's about getting a message out, and if you do it right, and you always provide a quality production, and people always know that you're going to provide a quality production, the money will come.
Okay, so if you're out there, if you're listening, if you're watching right now, Broken needs sponsors. So if you're willing to be a corporate sponsor, make sure give me your number so they can call you.
404 put me on the spot. 404-907-0389. That's the number to Gypsy Productions. It's 404-907-0389. We'd love to hear from you. We have one of our biggest sponsors is Aaron's Furniture Rental, the one specifically on Buford Highway. They provide all our furniture for the shows.
Okay.
So if you need furniture for your home, go in and ask for Aideen. Aideen is the manager. She's really a great person. She really goes above and beyond to assist us. I mean, because sometimes sponsorship is just like helping us get stuff that we would have to pay for anyway. So it's not always about just giving money. It's about helping provide things that we need. Like, we needed wood to build the set. We need, we have photo shoots. We have, one of our sponsors is Mike Jones. He does a cameo, but he's a sponsor, and he paid for our photo shoots.
Okay. So if y'all out there, you want to be on this groundbreaking episode a positive message that's being told, and you want to be a corporate sponsor, make sure you hit up Gypsy at Gypsy Production. Right, we're gonna move along to, you say Tanya?
Tanya.
Tanya. Okay.
Yes.
Tanya.
Okay. So tell us about your role, your character that you play.
I am Aunt Barbara.
Okay, you Aunt Barbara.
Yes, and Keisha, who is one of the stars of the production, is my favorite niece.
Okay.
And Smokey is her favorite aunt. And Smokey doesn't care for her very much either.
Okay.
But you know Smokey don't care for nobody, so. Smokey is Smokey. Yes, and this was quite a surprise for me. I came to be a musical cast, and I ended up being Aunt Barbara by the end of the night, but it has been a wonderful blessing. The cast and Gypsy and even the play itself is just so wonderful, just God-given. You just know, even as we go through it, every time I see it and I hear it and I'm even in it, and I said, Lord, I'm learning my parts and I'm messing up because I'm crying. I'm supposed to make the audience cry, and I'm crying, trying to learn my lines. I said, Lord, I got to get better with this. But it has been a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Okay. So I heard you was a backup singer. You want to talk about it, or you want to keep it private?
Well, in my own hometown, you know how you do. I started out as a lead singer, but I love doo-wop.
Okay.
I love doo-wop. I love it because I always want to, you get to do all the little things and you get all that little stuff. But I do. I know that when you help others and you promote others, God, He honors that and He blesses you. So when you do what you need to do to push someone else up, then He makes a way for you and He opens doors for you.
Right. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get to the next cast member. Introduce yourself. What cast member do you play?
My name is David Portis again. Hello, hey. I play Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas is the real estate agent that's assisting Keisha in selling the home.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the big things around the basis of the play and why everybody's
upset.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and I'm crazy about smoking.
Oh, you crazy about smoking?
Yeah, she don't actually know it, but I'm crazy about smoking.
You have a secret crush on her?
Yeah, it ain't really no secret. I'll put it out there.
It's out there on Front Street.
Well, smoking, she ain't got the time of day for me. But it's cool. I'm gonna work my magic, see what I can work up.
Okay, so this your first play, or?
With Gypsy, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What work have you done? What have we seen you in?
I was in the Atlanta Opera production of Program Bells. Mm-hmm. I was in 21st Seed production of Cheesecake Boys and Diva. I was in Fairbanks Theater production of Fast Flowers musical reviews. I've been able to do a little bit, not too much, but just get my feet wet, trying to get out there.
You trying to be on the big screen, or you going?
Yes, sir. I want all the screens. I want the big screen, the TV screen.
I just want to keep on plays of Broadway.
All of it, whatever's paying. No, I love doing this. I do it every day, so I'm gonna get paid for it. I just love it. I love it.
Okay, so this play is coming out the 10th.
Yes.
14th Street Playhouse.
Yes, and I have to tell you something really funny. A few weeks ago, they had the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, and it was the very first one. So I was honored. I was so giddy because I met one of my childhood idols. Like, I've been a Shirley Murdoch fan forever. Forever. And I got to meet her. Yes, as relay. And I got to meet her, and I met her on that Thursday when we had the producer's reception. And then I saw her in the play that she was in called Soul on Fire. It was a fantastic play on that Saturday. And then that Sunday she was in the play again, but in a different stage, and she remembered who I was from Thursday. Awesome. And I was like, wow, Shirley Murdoch remembered who I was. I was like, wow. So that was humbling, but it was at the 14th Street Playhouse. And I said that to say this. our banner has been hanging up at the 14th Street Playhouse for about a month and a half. So when I went up there, and the Thursday night was a red carpet event, and so we started at the Lowe's Hotel, and then we went down to the 14th Street Playhouse. And I was like a little kid, but I was trying not to be excited because there was all them people around. And I saw the banner in front of in the window, and I was like, oh my God, that's our banner. That's our. So, I was, my son was laughing at me, and I was like, but I gotta be cool, because all these people out here, I was like, we're gonna come back after midnight to take pictures.
I get pictures all the time.
So we have another cast member up here. So why don't you introduce your name and tell us who you are?
Good evening, Reggie Stacks.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm so glad. I'm wonderful. I'm glad to be here tonight. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
So I'm Bethany Wright. I am an Atlanta actress, singer, model, and I am returning for the role of Maya, one of the Aiken sisters, one of the main sisters of the play.
Okay.
So I'm so excited to be part of production again.
So you're going to be nervous this time being in front of a larger crowd, or you pretty much got it covered? You got this?
I didn't have nerves last time either. I got a little tired, but no nerves. I will be well rested, not nervous. It's like family on that stage.
Okay.
Those are my people. I can't say it any better. We are their family. We haven't lost anyone, but we all have a story. So definitely excited.
All right. That's what's happening. So any plans for Halloween?
Yes. Actually, we're doing, Smokey has an event this Saturday at Ralph David Abernathy.
Partners Cafe, 1405 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. It's called Halloween Night.
Right.
So.
And it's going to be promotional. Gypsy Production will be there. Most of our cast members will be there. We'll have a promotional table, and we'll have internet hookups, so anybody who wants to buy their tickets, because unlike last time, when we do smaller venues and stuff, we can sell our own tickets. But when you do places like the 14th Street Playhouse, they control the box office.
Okay.
So we have to sell our tickets through them, and that's the only way to get tickets. So we will be there. We'll have internet hookup for those that want to buy their tickets there. We're really, really excited to be able to go to that level, and to have people saying, "Hey, I heard about you," and picking up our flyers and
going out buying them tickets. Most important, all right?
Yes.
Go buy the tickets. It's only $25. It's not much, so this includes all the fees, all the charges, surcharges. $25 is not bad for a date. So go out there and get the tickets. Support the Black people.
Remember that you're helping the Fuller Center. We are still partners with the Fuller Center. They help underprivileged people to repair or replace houses. Man, there are over 1 million people in the United States right now living with not inadequate plumbing. Okay. There's 2.5 million people living with holes in their roof, and that is one of the things that they do, is they help fix broken homes.
Okay. Just
like we're talking about the spiritually broken, well, they're talking about homes that are physically broken. And we both have a kindred spirit about the community and helping the community. They're passionate about helping the community. When Millard Fuller started when he first started, he started Habitat for Humanity, and a lot of people don't know that he went on to start the Fuller Center, which is a 501c3 that is Christian based.
Okay.
And their whole thing is based around Hebrews 3 and 4 that says the house is built by someone, but God is the builder of them all.
Okay, that's a good note. So on that note, I'm asking everybody a question. Have y'all early voted?
Oh, yes.
No, because I want to make sure mine is counted with everybody else, so I'm not going to have mine in the closet. I see y'all on the 6th.
It's not going to be in the closet. It's going to be counted as well. So early vote is very important. If you haven't got out there and vote, make sure you vote. Right. Get online, GeorgiaVote.org, and it will tell you where your early polling places is. Make sure you get out there. This vote is very important.
Or get in line with me on the 6th.
So have you voted early, Chris?
I have. I went today, as a matter of fact.
Thank you.
15 minutes in and out.
In and out.
Off this week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they broken.
Also, if you can vote on Saturday.
Yes.
So early voting is Monday through Saturday, so 7 to 7. So if you get off work at 5,
It ends next Saturday on the 2nd.
yeah, I think it ends next week, but early vote counts, so you make sure you do all that. Also, I forgot to give out my shout outs at the beginning. Make sure you go check out my girl at Q57, Tammy. She got the hottest fashion, and y'all need some real hot fashions, one of a kind designs. Make sure y'all go check out Tammy at Stone Cross Mall. Make sure if you want that hot jewelry custom made just for you, check out my girl UCYDesigns.com. She has the fly jewelry. Mention the Kickback with Stacks, get a 10% discount, and we're gonna see you next week. We're here every week. 8 o'clock, 3105 Washington Road, Kickback with Stacks show, and it's a pleasure to have y'all here. And make sure you tell one more time where they can buy the tickets at and how they can contact you.
You can contact me. You can call 404-907-0389. You can email Gypsy, GIPSEE .Blake @gmail.com or Gypsy at GypsyProd, GIPSEEPROD.com. You can Twitter us, Gypsy Blake. You can Facebook us, Broken the Play. We're everywhere. No, I'm on Instagram now. You going a little too far on Instagram. But I do put pictures on Twitter. And GypsyProd.com. We have, and you Facebook us, and we actually, we have a lot of interactive things. We actually are on there daily. Either myself or Bethany is on the Broken the Play site. So if you want to interact with us and try to find out more about upcoming productions, auditions, things like that, friend us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.
Also, make sure you stay
come to the play.
Come to the play. $25, November 10th, 14th Street Playhouse. $25. 10. What was it? Group of 10 or more.
10 or more.
Get a discount. So make sure get all your friends together, purchase your tickets together, save a couple of dollars. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the Twisted. It's coming real soon. If you haven't got your copy of Ghetto Heaven, make sure you check out GhettoHeaven.net. Go get that #1 hot book.
Such a good book.
Such a
great book. I'm waiting on part 2.
Part 2 be out next spring.
Next spring. And if you want to meet Mr. Stacks in person, that's one thing he doesn't tell you all. He's a great sponsor. He's one of our biggest sponsors of Broken. Mr. Stacks comes out to all of our Broken events, and he will be at the 14th Street Playhouse. He'll have a table. He'll be autographing books. So come out, grab your copy of Ghetto Heaven, an autographed copy at that. Meet him in person. See a great play. Meet Mr. Brunson. You'll get one of the first CDs with the debut of Broken, and there are some other tracks that we're not going to name right now because we want you to come to the show, and you'll be the first ones to see it. And we were humbled because Eli from Rodell and the ATL is going to be our host that night.
Okay.
So we are actually very, very excited. I mean, it wasn't until last week that we realized we were 3 weeks from show day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Getting closer and closer.
Yeah, 3 weeks from show day. So we are totally excited. We want you guys to always know that when you come out, you're going to get a quality production. We start on time, so don't think you coming to be
Don't come on CD time. Come early. Get your seat. Grab a good seat.
Yep.
Because it's going to be packed. So you want to grab a good seat. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're on time. Make sure you enjoy the play from beginning to end. And we're going to see you on the 10th.
See you on the 10th.
Every week.
Kickback with Stacks.
105 Washington Road. GhettoHeaven.net. Like me on Facebook. Kickback with Stacks. Also, Zoe Publishing presents. Today, we out.
Hey, I'm gonna come hug you once when you tell me. Good to see you, Stacks. Good to see you. We're clear?
All right.